you should let them know the reason where you are planning for them, so that their cooperation to they will render their cooperation to you, because urban regeneration or urban renewal has a process. The first of all, identify that area that is a slum area, is a blighted area. How do you identify that? When an area, the facilities that is present or available in an area is no more capable to take care of the growing population, that place will now be termed as a slum area. Then the idea of the modernity of slum or regeneration will come in, see only the facilities that they are lacking that should be provided. If it is yes, then that means you are applying slum. You are planning slum upgrading within that area. But if totally there is no facilities, there is no infrastructure within that area, then you now apply urban regeneration. Another thing is inadequate compensation. Because people that the worth of the property worth, let's say 100 million, and you are compensating such a person with 10 million, indirectly you have killed that person. He won't have enough money to resettle him or herself somewhere else. And in most cases, that is what we are experiencing now. There another one is the publicity. Prof, all the books that you brought here, all the good write-up that you brought here, I must confess, I'm hearing for the first time at this forum some of the publication. And ditto to many of us too. So like that kind of publication, let it go viral, let everybody know about it. Make jingles, let people know, so that people within that corridor, they will come, they will meet you. So some of the informations we are hearing here today, they are something that is supposed to have made it public, so that people will know what and what to do. Then there's one adage that I want to add to it, that no matter how far you have gone on a rough path, turn back. I'm giving you assurance that Lagos State government has gone a rough path, but they are now turning back. Like what the Honourable Commissioner made, the Isale Gogo, okay? You are referring to Isale Gogo, the Adeniji Adele. To the glory of God, if you go to Isale Gogo now, it has been completed. Why the building was left since all these days, that the adjoining road within that area, they are not tight, they are not motorable. How do you expect people to live in an area that the environment is not conducive? If you go there as we speak, the 5 roads that within that area, they are under construction now. So that means Lagos State government has really welcomed, especially during the time of the governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu and his lieutenants like Dr. Olajide Babatunde and the present PS architect Ogi. All of them, everybody is now working together, including Lasura. Unlike before, people will say this is Lasura project, but now it's no more Lasura project. It's the project of Office of the Urban Development. Go to Alaba. You see there, something is going on. Then the Okobaba, maybe some of you might have heard about Okobaba in those days. The resettlement of Okobaba people to Agbowa. That one too is going on. Then the resettlement of Computer Village to what's the name of this area? Computer Village. Well, that one too is ongoing. Then if you go to Lagos Salan in the recent time, you see that Bombata, Belewura, Oniri, and so on and so forth, they have demolished all those areas because they were full of shanty. That is why I said that don't let us miss the word urban renewal and urban regeneration. So to come up as a case study about the Oboroshoki, that is why I said at times the CTC too, we are very bad. The Oboroshoki demolition that is going on, it has been for long, many years. Government has notified these people that this particular area is due for urban regeneration, but our people, they refuse to go, and that is why government is now carrying out the demolition at this moment. And people that were affected, to the glory of God. That is why I say that if Professor Onobi can just play the video, something that people that were compensated. Network issue. Okay, they compensated them. If I was the one, as the general manager of Lasura, I was the one that was giving the check to the affected people. So what we are saying in essence is that the government and people, they have to work together. And when it comes to institutions like Unilag, I think they have a lot of things to go along with Lasura. And I am assuring you, this is going to be the beginning of good relationship between Lasura and Lagos State, University of Lagos, most especially the department that Professor Onobi is anchoring. Thank you very much.
Thank you, the GM Lasura. Thank you for extending a hand of partnership to the Center of Housing and Sustainable Development as well as to the university at large. We'll be looking forward to a further engagement after this conference. Thank you. To the academia on this platform, before we move on to the individuals who advocate for the informal settlers and the low-income earners. Now, Professor Elias, what is your thoughts about infrastructure development without jeopardizing the interests of the future generations? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Moderator, and I'm happy to be here to lend my voice to this important subject of infrastructure development, which guarantees, I think, is even more than that. Before we talk about the future generation, we need to talk about today's generation. Because when you are talking about uphill, but what we have is that most times when government identifies the need to put up infrastructure towards enhancing urban development, this issue of inclusivity is usually absent. And more often than not, it is like the government is more interested in infrastructure, or the city for infrastructure, and not the city for the people. And once you are aggressively pursuing infrastructure for the sake of making your city to belong to the elite cities of the world, what happens is that the people who are already poor get even more impoverished. Yes, Lagos is a good case of but it's a bad example of inclusion. Because when you look at the infrastructural drive of Lagos, it leaves people even poorer than when this infrastructure were absent. And this infrastructure are supposed to ensure inclusion and equity. And this is because when these developments are taking place, like the government officials have mentioned, there is no robust stakeholder engagement. And when you are doing that, it means that the people that you are trying to serve through this infrastructure are not considered in your design, in your planning, in your implementation. So when you are constructing a road,